And hello there, everybody. Welcome to Rusty's Sudoku stream. I'm Rusty. Oh, hey, I passed the light. There we go. Don't want to say I'm bright, but maybe we can a little bit of light on mute. Works out okay? In any case, I've got two puzzles to do today. We're doing the first one, which is a medium puzzle that I posted for Thursday. But when I was about ready to stream yesterday, I realized, no, I'm not ready. I had to be up early on Friday to get over to my sister-in-law's house to help set up for the her garage sale, driveway sale, something like that. No, not selling the driveway or garage, just using the garage or driveway as a place to sell things. No longer needed in the house. In any case, I got that done and came home and went to sleep. But I had gotten a couple of hours, well, not even a couple, an hour and a half of sleep before I went over, and yeah, it was not going to work well for me to try to stream. So this is that puzzle. You have 20 seconds here to see if you can grab a screenshot if you want. See if you can solve it. I don't recommend using a marker on your screen, but if that's what you think you need to do, that I'm okay with that. It's up to you. I'll note that using a dry erase marker might work better, or remember that a dry erase marker will release a permanent marker. Okay, so one of these three is a 1. One of these three is a 1. Got 2 possibilities for a 1 here. Here I've got 4, 3 here, and 5 possibilities here. What 2s? Well, this one's going to be a 2. Didn't see those initially. This one has 3 possibilities. We got 2 possibilities here. I take it back, 4 possibilities here. Over here, we've got 2 possibilities. And here, I've got 3 possibilities. On to 3s, I've got a 3 here. There's a 3 here that says this can't be a 3. One of these 2 is going to be a 3. Over here, I've got 3 possibilities. Here, I've got 4 possibilities, the same 4 possibilities as I have for 2s. Up here, we've got 3 possibilities and 3 possibilities here as well. Not a lot of useful... Oh, wait. One of these 3 is going to be a 3, but I don't know which yet. All right, 4. I've got 3 possibilities for a 4 here. I've got 4 possibilities here, 2 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here, and a 4 here. That means I now have 2 possibilities here, but I still have 4 possibilities here. How about 5s? We got a 5 here, another 5 here. That means I've got 2 possible 5s here. Here we've got 5 possibilities, 3 possibilities. Those 3 possibilities here. That means I've actually got 2 possibilities here. And since that can't be 1, that makes this a 5. That gives me 3 possibilities here instead of the 5 I thought I'd had. And I got 4 possibilities here. Here we still have the 3 possibilities. All right, on to 6s. We got a 6 here, 6 here, 6 here, so this becomes a 6. One of these 2 is a 6. I don't see anything conflicting with either yet. So we'll mark or tag them both as possibilities. Here we get 2 possibilities and 2 possibilities here for 6. This 6 blocks all 3 of these. This 6 blocks these 3, leaving these 2. And those 2 block these 2. This blocks these 3. This blocks these 2, leaving these 2. I end up with 4 possibilities down here, 5 possibilities here, and 4 possibilities here. On to 7s. We've got a 7 here, 4 possibilities for a 7 here, 3 here. Kind of wide open over here. Here I've got 4 possibilities, 4 possibilities, 7 possibilities here, and everything's open here as well. 6 of them. And obviously this one's going to be all 6 available. All right, looking at 8s, we've got an 8 here, another 8 here. That leaves 4 possibilities here, 3 here. Okay, this is this one takes care of these 3. I've got an 8 here that says these 3 can't be an 8. One of these 2 is going to be an 8. And that means that one of these 2 is going to be an 8. Here I've got 2 possibilities as well. Still 3 possibilities here, and 3 possibilities here and here. All right, how about 9s? We get a 9 here, another 9 here. But one of these 2, that one can't be 9. That's a 9, that's a 3. With that being a 3, this ends up being a 3. This would have been the other possibility after I dropped the 4 in place. And do I have anything else up here? I've got 3 possibilities here. Over here, I've still got 4 possibilities for 3. Everything's for 3 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here, not 4. 3 possibilities here. And a bunch of possibilities here. All right. And this is with 9s. One of these 2 is a 9. That means one of these 3 is a 9. We've got 4 possibilities here, 4 possibilities here. All right. Let's try looking through those options that I kind of eliminated before. Still have 3 possibilities for a 1 here, but only 2 possibilities here. Undo that. The possibility. And that gives me 2 possibilities there. It also gives me 2 possibilities here, which means I've got 2 possibilities here. Here we still have 3 possibilities, but now we've got 2 possibilities. Oh, we've got those 2, these 2. That means, yeah, one of these 2 is a 1. One of these 2 is 1. One of these 2, and 3 possibilities here. Use. Do we get anything better with that now? So we still have 3 possibilities for a 2 here. 3 possibilities here. One of these 2 is a 2. One of these 2 is a 2. So not a lot of help there. How about 3s? We now get a 3 is the only option here. No, that is not a 3. And this is not a 6. This is a 3. Whether that's a 6 or not, I don't know. I get 3 possibilities. However, that does change the metrics up here. This becomes a 3, and we end up with 3 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. 3 possibilities here. This one becomes a 3. That makes this a 3. That means I've got 2 possibilities for 3 here and here. 4s. I've got these 2 as possible 4s. And nothing much over here for usefulness. 4 possibilities yet. 2 possibilities here. This one can't be a 4. That makes it, this one is a 4. So not a 4 there. That's a 4. That means one of these 2 is a 4. Over here, I've still got these 2. 5s. I've got a 5 here. That means one of these 2 is a 5. This won't be. One of these 3 will be a 5. One of these 3 will be a 5. This can't be a 5. 3 possibilities here. All right. 6s. We've got 6s covered in the top row here. 1 here, 2 possibilities here. Over here, this can't be a 6, so we've got 2 possible 6s here. 2 possible 6s here, because this blocks this one. And since these 2 are open, because we've got a 6 here, can't be 1 here, can't be one in either of these, that means 6 has to be one of these 2. All right, 7s. I shows. Okay, 3 possibilities for a 7 here, but 2 possibilities here. Okay, special circumstance here. This is saying this can't be a 1 for some reason. That's because we got 2 1s down here. So this is a 1. This is a 5. This is not a 1. This is a 1. This is a 3. So one of these 3 is going to be a 7. This will be a 7. That means one of these 2 is a 7. 4. We've already got a 4 placed in that one. Again, one of these 3 is a 7. Over here, I've got one of these 2 is a 7. Already marked. That means one of these 3 is a 7. Unfortunately, not enough clearance down here. If I clear this one, then one of these 3 will be a 7. It doesn't help me with these yet, but it does mean that it has to be one of these 3, because here it has to be one of these 3. If this becomes a 7, one of these 2 will be a 7, and one of these 3 will be a 7. All right, how about 8? We got an 8 here. One of these 2 is going to be an 8. So this is not, this is. We got an 8 here. One of these 2 will be an 8. So one of these 2 is an 8. Over here, I've got 2 possibilities and 2 possibilities here. Okay, it looks like 8's taken to the limit here. I got still 3 possibilities for a 9 there, 3 here, 2 possibilities here, and that means 2 possibilities for a 9 here. Yeah, this can't be a 3 or a 9. Over here, we've got 2 possibilities for a 9. And that looks like all I can do with that. Since we filled in a couple of things, though, let's run through the numbers again. Now we've got 2 possibilities for a 1 here. When I added this one, that said this could no longer be 3 possibilities. 2 possibilities for a 1 here, 2 here, 2 here, everything else marked or earmarked. All right, 2s. This gets to be a 2, so 8, 6, and 4. And then this becomes a 7. So still have 3 possibilities for a 7 here, 4 here. But this 8 says this can't be an 8, which makes sense. We got a 1-6 pair here. But that means that's an 8. one of the, this one's going to be an 8, not this one, not that either. That means one of these two is an 8, don't know which. One of these two is an 8, again, don't know which. However, we've got those taken care of. All right, that was because of the 1, I believe. Yes. 2's still, one of these two is a 2, but this can't be a 2 anymore because I've got a 2 here. None of these can be a 2, so that's a 2. And that means this is a 2. Again, we've got 9's here, and it looks like the other of those 2 is a 7. So not a 7 here. Still have 3 possibilities for a 7 here. However, this becomes a 3, so not a 3 here. Then we got a 9, 6 here, so that makes this a 7 and this a 4. All right, I got a 1, 5 up here, a 1 here. Nothing saying it can't be a 5, though. So we're leaving the 1, 5's alone. One of these two is a 1. Got a 1, 6 possibility here. One of these two is a 6. One of these two is a 6. Okay. Well, these two is a 6 with a 9. Up here we've got 3 possibilities of a 9. We have 2 possibilities here. All right, we were looking at 2's earlier. How about 3's? I think 3's are filled now. 4's. Checking those. I believe those are filled now. Yes, they are. 5's. So one of these 3 is a 5. One of these 4 is a 5. No, one of these 3 is a 5. I've got 3 possibilities here, 2 possibilities here. It actually makes 2 possibilities for a 5 here, not 3. All right. 6's, I think, might, no, we'll get 2 possibilities here, and here, and here, and here. That takes care of 6's. 7's. We've got 2 possible 7's here, which makes that a 1. Not a 1 there. This becomes a 5. So not a 5 here. One of these two, this one's going to be a 5. That's not a 5. That's a 5, an 8, 7, and we fill this with a 9. All right, this becomes not an 8, so that's an 8. And let's see, one of these 3 is a 9. Actually, one of these 2 is a 9. That means this one up here becomes a 7. That means this is a 7 and a 6 here. This becomes a 9. Looks like I've got singletons for 2, 1, 6, and 7 here. That makes this a 6 and a 1 here. This becomes a 9 and a 7. Over here, we end up with that being a 9, a 1, and a 5. Get to clean up these two. This gets to be a 6 and a 9. And that says I've got something wrong yet. All right. We'll be doing a number of quick checks here. What I'm looking for first is, do I have any numbers like the 3 here that shows up in multiple places? That's supposed to be a 6. All right, 17 minutes and 35 seconds. So let's play again. Let's see if I can bring that a little bit more forward. Create custom. And I start filling this in with the puzzle that we're going to try to solve. And again, when we get to these hard puzzles, which this is one of, I have a personal limit of doing no more than an hour in a stream. If you're watching from the beginning, that may be a little disappointing, but I recognize that you have other time options, things that you might want to be doing that might taking all that time to try solve this might take away from. So it'll let you have that opportunity. All right, so let's do a check on this. It's valid, so you get 20 seconds. See about grabbing a copy and seeing if you can solve it. And after 20 seconds, I'll start and we'll see if I can solve it. But I'm trying to avoid really looking at the puzzle. And there's 20 seconds. All right. So I'm going to start right here. One of these is a 4. One of those 2, I should say. We've got a 5 here, 6 here. So one of these 3 is a 7. 8 down here, and one of these 2 is a 9. These 2, don't know that yet. Here I've got 3 possibilities for them. All right. That's really about all I can say there. I've got 3 possibilities for a 1, a 2, 4 possibilities for 3, 4, 5, 6 are installed, 4 possibilities for 7, 8, 3 possibilities for a 9. There's really only 2 things that can go into the bottom left of this, but we'll go on. This is a 5. Doesn't change these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one of these 3 is a 7. One of these 2 is an 8. And then one of these 3 is a 9. Okay. How about here? One of these 2 is a 2. Got 5 possibilities for a 1. That can't be a 3. That can't be a 3. One of these 2 is a 3. Let's see. This gets to be a 4, so this is a 3, this is a 2. And that doesn't change the 1s here, so we'll move on. 5. One of these 2 is a 6. We get a 7 and 8 provided to us. And I've got 3 possibilities for a 9. 1, 6, and 9 are going in here. Over here, I've got a 1 going in here. That means this can't be a 1, so one of these 2 is a 1, and this is a 9. All right, 2s. Well, they can't be up here. It can't be here because of this. That makes this a 2. And looking through here, I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is going to be an 8. And let's see. 1, 2. So 3 is going to be one of these 2. Get a 4 and a 5 here. One of these 3 is going to be a 6. Don't know which yet. 7 is going to be one of these 4. And one of these 2 is going to be a 9. So we get some things in there, but not a lot. All right, over here, I've got 2 possibilities for a 9 I can see right off the bat. 3 possibilities for a 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 possibilities for 5. How about 6? Wide open on 6s so far. 7s, we've got 3 possibilities for a 7. For now, 8. One is given. 9, I've got those 2 that I've earmarked. All right, over here, we got a 1. One of these 2 is a 2. 3 here. I've got 2 possibilities for a 4. How about a 5? It looks like I've got 3 possibilities for a 5. 6s. All I know for sure is that all 5 of these could potentially be a 6. 7, nothing really guiding that. 8, we've got a 9, and we've got. So onwards. Let's see, we can say that one of these two is a 2. Already got, oh, don't know about 1s yet. I've got 4 possibilities for a 1. 2, how about 3s? Looks like I've got 2 possibilities for a 3. 2 possibilities for 4th. 3 possibilities for a 5. We've got 3 possibilities for a 6. Nothing really helping with 7s. And I've got 2 possibilities for an 8. That leaves 2 possibilities for a 9 already. All right, how about here? Well, none of these can be a 1, but that leaves me with 4 options. Up here, we've got a 4, and we're actually down to 2 possibilities for a 4. We skipped right past 2. One of these 2 is a 3. We end up with these 2 for 4. How about 5s? Oh, we got 4 possibilities for a 5. We got a 6 here. 5 possibilities for a 7. 2 possibilities for an 8. That's not an 8, so that's an 8. That's a 3. 9. We end up with a 9 here. Means one of these two is a 9. I've got 3 possibilities for a 1 here. We've got a 2, 1, 2, 3 possibilities for a 3. We've got a 4, 5, and 6 here. 4 possibilities for a 7, 8 here, and 2 possibilities for a 9. Over here, we get an 8. I can see that right off the bat. And let's see, 1, 2. I got 2 possibilities for a 3, not a 2. And let's see, I've got 2 possibilities for a 4. Means that can't be a 4. That is. Doesn't change anything up there yet. We may get there. Let's see. One of these two is a 4. We've got 3 possibilities for a 5. 6s. What do we got that might be useful? 3 possibilities for, no, 2 possibilities for a 6. And everything's open for 7s. 8 and 9 are on the board. So 1 and 6. 1 and 6. One of these 3 is a 6. Down here, I've got 3 possibilities for a 6, 3 possibilities for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 possibilities for a 5, 3 possibilities for 7, 8, and 9. All right, that's going to take having or knowing some other things, I think. All right, 1 and 2. 3 is over here. 4, 5. So we've got, this can't be a 6. This can't be a 6. I've got 3 possibilities for a 6 here. 7. This can be a 7. Actually, all 3 of these can be a 7. All 4 of these can be a 7. 8. One of these two will be an 8. Already knew that. And 9. We've got 3 possibilities for a 9 with 2 possibilities here. Okay. I think, we got that narrowed down to 1 or 2 possibilities for a 1. 2, 3, 4. Still 3, nope, 2 possibilities for a 5. 6. And 3 possibilities for a 7. Okay. So 3 possibilities for a 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 possibilities for a 5. 3 for a 6. 3 for a 7. 8. And this becomes a 9. Not a 9 here. Does that change anything? Well, let's see. Doesn't change the 1s. 2, 3, 4. Still have 3 possibilities for a 5. 2 possibilities for a 6 now. 3 possibilities for a 7. An 8 and a 9. So we'll get a little bit of a change, but not much. All right, how about here? We got a 1 and a 2 and a 3 here. Still have 3 possibilities for a 1 down here. Got a 2, giving us 2 possibilities for 2 here. Here we've got 4 possibilities for a 1. Because of a 1 here. Here we've got 3. All right. 2s. One of these 2 is a 2. One of these 2 is a 2. And we've got a given here. 3. One of these 2 is a 3. And one of these 4 is a 3. So one of these 3 is a 3. 4. One of these 2 is a 4. One of these 3 is a 5. 6. I've got 3 possibilities here for a 6. 7. I am really wide open on 7s here, which I kind of dislike. 8. Well, all I really know is it's going to be, going to be one of these 2. And then we've got these 2 possibilities for a 9. That can't be a 9. That's a 9 now. But one of these 2 is a 7. And that takes care of not having guidance on 7s. And yes, that I should have remembered. That gave me 3 possibilities for a 7 earlier. All right, 1 and 3. Got 2 possibilities for 2. 2 possibilities for 4. 3 possibilities for 5. Everything's open for 6s so far. We've got no real guidance on 7s here, but we've got an 8 and a 9. All right. How about down? I think we're at the point where I should be flood filling. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of these 3 is a 7. We got these 2 for 8, and I got 3 possibilities for a 9. Down here, I've got 3 possibilities for a 1, 2. Where might I have 3s? Well, I've got 3 possibilities here. We got a 4, 5, 6. 4 possibilities for a 7. And 8 here, 9s here. So now we should be able to fill in here. I've got 4 possibilities for a 1. 2 possibilities for 2. 2 for 3. 2 for 4. Flooding in the 5s. All 3 possibilities here. 6s. One of these, one of these, one of these 3 is a 6. Got 7s here. And 2 possibilities for 8 with a 9 here. All right, over here, we've got 3 possibilities, no, 2 possibilities for 1. That can't be 1. 2, 3, 4. 5s, we can get here, here, and here. 6s, we've got 2 possibilities. 7s, one of these 3 is a 7. That makes this one a 6. We've got, nope, that could be a 1, as well as the other 2 here. All right. Down here, one of these 3 is a 7. Over here, we got 1s, 2s, pair of possibilities for 3, pair for 4, and I believe I had 3 possibilities for 5, pair for 6, and nothing really guiding 7s yet. 8, 9. So we get these 2 squares to fill out here. We got 1 here, 2's here, 3, 4's here, and everything's available. Oh, that's not going to be a 5 because of that. 3 possibilities on a 5. 6's. There we've got no real constraints yet. 7's, same deal. And 8's and 9's are filled here. Right here, 1, 2, 3's, 4, 5, 4 possibilities for 6, 4 possibilities for 7, 9, 8 given. All right. 1, 6 pair here means not a 6 here. Means one of these 3 is a 6. 1, 7, 7, 4, 7, 4, 3. Okay, 7, 5, 1, 7, 1, 7, 5. 1, 7, 5, 7, 5. 7, 5, 7, 5, 6. 7, 6, 3. I'm not seeing a lot of pairs right now. Just the 1, 6 pair up here. So let's start there. 1 and 6. That means not a 1. That means a 1 here, not a 6. Not a 1 here. 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. 6 here. Now we got possible 7, 5 pair here. That gives me 1 here, 7 and 5 here. Not a 7 here, not a 1 here, so that's a 7. Turns that into a 5. Clean up the 5s here. Clean up the 7 here with a 3. That means a 7, 6 pair here, so not a 7 here, which we already knew about. 4, 3 pair here. This becomes a 3 and a 4 here. Clean up the 3s here. Now we've got a 1, 9 pair. Nothing really helpful with that there. However, let's see. Clean up these 5s. Got an 8 now. Doesn't fix anything there. 7, 6, 2, 7, 6, 2, 7, 6, 3. 7, 6 here. I am thinking that means this is going to be a 3, not this one, because I've got a 3 down here. 7, 6, 7, 6 makes this a 4. Let's see. This can no longer be a 4. It looks like it's going to be a 5. And these 2 will be a 2, but we don't know which yet. How about up here? Do we clean anything out? Nope. Still a triplet there. All right. 79, 789, 789, 79, 7474, 16, 15. This is the only 5, but not a 5 here or here. That makes this a 5, this a 7. We can clean up that 7 there, turning that into a 7, that becomes a 4. All right. This one says these two can't be 1, so that's a 1. That one says this is a 9, this is a 1, 4, not a 4. This becomes a 3 and a 6 here, 8 and 2 here. So not an 8 here, not a 9 here, so that's a 7. That's a 9. So not a 9 there, 7, 6 pair, 7, 6 pair. We'll have to see if we can tidy that up. This can't be a 7, so that's a 9. That turns this into an 8. And looks like this 2 being blocked here is going to turn that into a 2, not a 2. 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6. That poses a bit of a problem. Let's see. This can't be a 7. That's a 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, and 7. And that's not right, is it? What's wrong here? Did I do another one of those where I left too many of a digit because I pressed the wrong digit in at some point? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looks like I've got all of those right. So let's check, see if I've got too many of a number in a row or column. 2s. Threes. Fours. Five. Six. Seven. That and that in combination can't be a 7. Got too many 3s in the column here. So we get to back out until we figure out that. Okay, that can't be a 3, so let's make that a 3. Got a 7 here, so this can't be a 7. This can't be a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be a 6. Looks like, no, it can't be a 6. This is going to be a 6. But that means that 6 has to be someplace else. That would tell me that this needs to be a 6. Oh, got a 6 here. So this can't be a 6. That makes this into a 6. So not a 6 here, that's a 6. That can't be a 6. Neither that nor that. 7, 2, 7, 2, 7. We're missing 1, 3, 4, like 5s need to be dropped in here. That can't be a 5. 7979 makes this a 6, 7 here. Maybe we'll tidy up a few things. Okay, this can't be a... So we get to go back a lot further. Sorry about that. I'm going to go back all the way to the beginning, because I have no clue as to where that error may have been introduced. All right. And we will just flood fill, see if we can speed this up. Or if I'm not talking much, I am trying to do this quickly without being highly error prone. Some of these obviously become a little bit easier to figure out. Tells me this is probably a 1. Let's check that. Here. 3, 4, 5. Possibly a 6. I check. Right. Oh, one of these 3 is going to be a 7. These 2 for 8. And these 2 for 9. All right. We got 1s and 3s marked here. 4, 5, 6. We get 7s all over the place. 8 and a smaller selection for 9s. Except that neither of these can be a 9s, or one of those 2 are going to be a 9. So that can't be a 9. That can't be a 9. Let's see. We've got 1s, 2s, 3s, 4, 5s, 6, 7s. We'll come back to that up here. 8s are going to be nope. This one's going to be an 8. Get to use that over here for an 8. And then 9s are going to be this one. Yep, that's going to be a 9. All right, up here we've got a couple possibilities for 1, 2, 3, 4. A couple possibilities for 5. That is blocked. We get 3 possibilities for 6. 3 possibilities for 7. 8 already. 2 possibilities for 9. Oh, that can't be a 9, so that's a 9. Over here, that means one of these 2 is an, oh, that means that's not a 9. That's a 9. And we get a 7, 4 pair. Over here, we got a 1, pair of 2s, 3, pair of 4s, 3 possibilities, 5, 6. Like everything's possibly a 6 for now. Likewise, 7s, 8s, and 9s. Okay. And then here we got 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, another 3, 6s. One of these 2 is a 6. 7s, everything's open for 7s. 8 and 9. All right. Now we can go through, see if we can tidy anything. So 1 and 6 here. Try that again, 1 and 6. Need a 7, 5, 6 here, 1 here, not a 1, 7, 5 pair. This becomes a 3, 1 here, 7 here, 5 here. Not a 5, not a 5, not a 5, not a 5. Not a 7 here, or here, or here. That's 3. So not a 3 there or there. This becomes a 3, not a 3. 7, 6, 7, 6 turns this into a 4. Not a 4 here. An issue up there. 3s, not a 3 here. That turns that into a 3. All right. Not a 3 here. That turns this into a 3. And this becomes a 6. A 1 here. And nope. Oh, can't have a 1 there. Actually, this does become a 6. This becomes a 5 because it can't be the 1. Up here we get the 1. Nope. We might get the 1. And that can't be a 6. Neither can that, nor that. Turns that into a 7. This into a 2. A 1 and a 5. 7, 4 possibilities here. Now I've got 2 5s there. That's not going to work. That can't be a 5. That can't be a 5. That means that can't be a 6. Okay. So this gets to be a 6. 7, 6 here. Not a 6. Not a 7 there or there. Not a 6 here, possible 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not a 6 there. 5 here. That does not change. The 6 is here. Okay, that can't be a 6. That can't be a 6. That can't be a 6. That means 7, 2, 1, 5. Not a 7. Not a 2. 6 and 4. Up here we get a 6. Not a 6. Get a 7, 9 pair there. 7, 9, 8. Combo there. 9, 6. That can't be a 6. Or 8, 6. That becomes an 8. This can't be a 1, so 9. That means this is a... This can't be 7, 8, or 9. Because I've got a 7 and a 9 here. An 8 up here, or 8 here. Okay. Let's back that out. Leave that for now. Okay, that can't be a 6. Can it be... This can't be a 7. This can't be a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that has to be a 6, so that can't be a 6. This has to be a 6. This has to be a 5. Neither of these can be a 6. So I'm going to take a quick break. We still got time, so I'm going to pause. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And at 37 minutes, 32 seconds at the top is the timer I'm working for that 1 hour. And I've gotten to a point where I'm kind of lost on this one. I'm going to clear it, and the not fast way, the way that doesn't allow or doesn't reset the clock. And we're going to try a different technique. We're going to start here with 9s. And work through 8. So we get an 8 there. And these 2 is an 8. And these 3 is an 8. And these 3 is an 8. And one of these 2 is an 8. 7. I got 3 possible 7s here. 4, 5 possible here. 3 possible 7s here. 3 here. 4 possible down here for now. 4 here. Everything's open for 7 here. On to 6s. 6 here. So 3 possible 6s here. 2 here. 3 possible 6s here. 5 possible here. 3 possible here. And 2 possible 6s here. 5. Get a 5 here. 3 possible 5s here. 3 possible 5s here. 3 possible 5s here. 3 possible 5s here. And over here I've got 4 possible 5s. 4. 4 here. 4 here. 3 possible 4s here. Nope, 2 possible. Because up here we are constrained by this 4, this 4. So a 4 here. Here we end up with one of these 2 as a 4. And I've got 2 possibilities there. And 2 possibilities here, which means this is not a 4. 3. There's 3 here. Here. This becomes a 3. That means one of these 2 is a 3. 3 there and there means this is a 3, not a 6. I end up with 3 possible 3s here and 3 possible 3s here. Here we end up with 2 possible 2s. We end up with a 2 here. Other one is here, here, here. Over here we've got 4 possible 2s. Here we get 2 possible 2s. And here we've got 3 or 2 possible 2s. Ones. Can't be 1 here. One of these two is a 1. One of these two is a 1. So this becomes a 9. These two are not. This is not. This becomes a 7. Not a 7. This becomes a 5 and a 4 down here. Not a 7 here or here. That becomes a 1. And this becomes a 9. Not a 9. So 7, 5 pair here. 9, 6 pair here. Not a 7 here. Not a 5 here. That's going to, that may be a 6. How about 1? 1 there, possible there, 1 possible there. Over here, 1, 1, 1, and 1 are possible. And we get a 1 and a 1 here. All right. 1, 2, not a 9. This cannot be a 1 or a 2, so it's going to be an 8, not an 8, but a 1, 2 pair here. And this is not going to be a 1 because the 2 down or the 1 in the bottom square, so that makes that a 2. This becomes a 1. And we can then say nothing much more about it other than these two can't be a 2 now. One of these two is a 2. These two is a 2. All right, we got a 7 here. Can't be a 5. So 7 turns this into a 5. Not a 5 here or here. Not a 7 in these. Also not a 7 up here. Not a problem. This is a 1, so that can't be a 1. Not a 7 here. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where did the 9s go? 3 possible 9s. All right. 9 3s, so not a 9. Nope. Yeah. Not a 9 here or here. This can't be a 9 or a 3. That's going to be a 1. That makes this one up here a 9, 7, and an 8. So neither 7 or not neither 8 or 9 here. That's a 7. We can clean up the 7s up here. Be consistent. That turns this into a 9. And get a 6, 3 pair. And what else have we got? The 4s down. Oh, we got a 5 here, so we can clean up these two 5s. That turns this into a 5. Is consistent finally. Turns this into a 7, this into a 5, this into a 4, not a 4, 7, 9 pair here. Not a 1 here, or here, so this is a 6, this becomes a 3. This becomes a 9 and a 1 here, 6 and a 1 here. No complaints so far, I think. All right, 9, 3, 9, 3. And not a 5 here. Not a 1 here. But not a 1. So 5, 2, 8, 2. 9, 3, 9, 3. Oh, not an 8. So this is a 2, this is a 5. 7, 9 pair here. 6, 8 here. So not a 6, neither of these. That turns this into a 2, 7, 9, 7. Not a 7. Not a 7. Not a 2 here. So that's 6. And this becomes a 4. This becomes a 3, a 6 here. Not a 7 in either of these. Not a 7 here. Not a 7 here. So that's a 7. looks like this becomes a 6. This is not a 9, that's a 3. This becomes a 9. We've got a 3 at the top of this one, so that's an 8. We've got an 8 at the top inside of this one, so 4, 3 here. Hey, under an hour. 47 minutes and 39 seconds. I want to say thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you had a better time at this than I did. It took longer than I like, but it's a hard puzzle, so we'll give it that credit. Have a great day, and we will look forward to checking in with you again